Hello there guys, gals, and non-binary pals. My name is Ruby and welcome to another episode of a show I like to call Ruby Reads, where I find things all over the internet and I read them for your enjoyment. It's a little late, so I might be a little quieter than usual, but I wanted to get this video out and keep with our schedule. You know what today is? It's Wednesday, which means we're going to be looking at r/neckbeardstories. Today we found one called A Tale of Two Beards. Now before we start this, if you like the video, give it a like, dislike this video, give it a like anyway, and we'll get right into the story. So I've been listening to RUBYREADZ for a while now, and more recently coming here for Beard Stories. It's after listening to a bunch of tales that a few memories of mine from back in 03 to 04 came back to me. Once it came back, there was no wondering why. Back in 03, I was around 12, 13, and the first part of the story takes place on summer vacation between grades 8 and 9. Throughout the school year, my family was going through a difficult time period, and we moved 4 times that year. Where we landed was actually a pretty cool area at the time, and for a preteen, there was a lot of fun to be had. Before the end of the school year, I managed to make a couple of acquaintances who introduced me into a couple of hobbies. The one that I really liked was Yu-Gi-Oh! Ooh, same, that's me. And I developed a passion to play and collect cards. I used to ride my bike a lot, and this is how I first met the first character in this tale, who I will refer to as Ron. It was on a bright sunny day that I was out on my bike that I met Ron riding his bike in the neighborhood. It turned out we were the same age and were going to start at the same high school that fall. He was the first friend I met since moving to the area, and we also were into a lot of the same hobbies, Yu-Gi-Oh! In particular. Ron is a straight up and decent dude and wore his heart on his sleeve, a true friend who always had my back. It was one late afternoon where we had been hanging out riding bikes, where he would introduce me to the two subjects of this tale. I've been sitting on this one for a while now, and I'm pretty sure one of the two beards in this tale is unique and never been mentioned in another story. A new classification of beard! Anyways, so Ron and I stopped and were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards when he mentioned that he had another friend in our area who played, had a lot of cards, and was really good. So me, being a 12-year-old, assumed he was talking about someone our age. So we ride over to their place, and without even knocking on the door, opens it and starts to walk in. Me not being sure and hesitant about being rude waited a second. Ron looked back and said, "Oh, it's alright, I just walk in here all the time." So I went in, and immediately it was dark and straight left down a set of stairs to a dimly lit basement. We walk in and Ron introduces me to our second character, who I'll refer to as Dom. Well, the smell of the musty and garbage-filled basement was bad enough, but once we walked up to Dom, the smell of BO and a smell that can only be best described as sweaty-ass cheese nearly caused me to retch. Dom is a greasy, dark-haired 30-something that weighs about 350 pounds, wearing a dirty t-shirt and stained track pants. He proceeds to say, "I hear you like Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. Guess I'll have to give you both a spanking then." Me still trying to take in the smells and the sight of fast food, stacked pizza boxes, pop cans, dirty clothes everywhere was at a loss for words. Me still trying to take in the smells and the sight of fast food, stacked pizza boxes, pop cans, and dirty clothes everywhere was at a loss for words. Ron was ready to play and immediately hopped on the couch to hang out and was not fazed at all. Then I'm still not even sure where our next character was because it was an open room basement. Dom hollers, you have to meet my wife." Now this brings us to the fourth person in our story and the most unique beard. I'll refer to her as Tara. Ooh! Dom hollers, "Tara!" And looking back, I think she was under the stairs. But popping up was who I thought was Silent Bob at first. Turned out once she got closer to be a 30-something dirty blonde, dressed in an exact same clothes as Dom. Dirty smelling, and this is the best. She literally had a goatee. Now, me being a 12-year-old at the time and still a little sheltered, I had no idea what to make of this couple. This was like 15 years before the word neckbeard even existed. I looked over at Ron, who's already playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With Dom and totally comfortable. I kinda got uncomfortable and made up an excuse to leave and ran out of the basement. Needless to say, once I was back outside, it took a few minutes for the smell to leave my nose. This was only my first visit with Dom and Tara. We met a couple times after this. If anyone likes this story, let me know and I'll start writing the next part. A Tale of Two Beards, Part 2. So we only have the first part so far. This is more of an introduction to it. I really hope this continues because it seems really interesting. So stay tuned and we'll see if we can find it. I think that's going to be it for now. Hope you have a great day, know you're beautiful, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for sitting here and listening, watching the video and everything. Remember, if you like this video, give it a like. Dislike this video, give it a like anyway. And I hope you have a great day. Remember to stay happy, healthy, and hydrated. I love you all very much, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!